Alrighty. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my guys, gals, and non-binary pals all around the world. You've got Long Way Geek here, and today we're going to be doing some Helldivers 2 for a bit, and then we'll probably be doing some Rogue Trader. Just depends on how I'm feeling, how late it gets, and all that jazz. I was waiting to see if anybody in my guild wanted to join, but it does not look like anybody's available. So, just loading up my monitoring tools. Okay. Cool. And then alright, I just need to bring up YouTube so that I can take a look and see what's going on. I'm getting my workflow down. So yeah. No. Alright. View your channel. That's what I was looking for. Oh, good. Audio's coming through well as well. It's even better. Okay. Making sure it's got everything there. Okay. All right. So let's get to diving. Feet first into hell. So one of the people that I'm friends with now on Helldivers uses that line whenever it's time to do the mission, and I think it's great. Okay. So with that in mind, let's go kick some bug ass. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's see how we're doing on the major order. Alright. Okay. I guess it's the crux of the issue. Yeah, anyways. I'm under the world. Oh, son of a... Seriously. Yeah, my body literally ended up underneath the world. Be aware there's 2 Bile Titans heading our way. Oh my god, seriously? Shit. Well, that was fun. If you can, grab my samples. Can you hear me? Probably. Oh, maybe. Hey, how's it going? Just so you know, I am streaming and recording. I just wanted to let you know that. Whoops. Let me get back over to my screen here. Yeah, we just finished up a map that just. That was fun. Not really. I mean, it was fun, but dude, just I was like, get my samples. If I die, get my samples. Dude walks right past him to get onto the shuttle. Well, and to be fair, he was the last one standing, and the extraction shuttle had just come down. But, um, if he hadn't run right past it, I wouldn't have even thought twice. All right. So whenever you're ready, I don't see you online yet, but okay. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Do we want to help somebody else, or do we want to just start a mission chain of our own? All right. And are you okay with doing 10, or do you want me to drop it down to something like 7? Okay. You got it. All right, so let's go ahead. Peacekeeping operation. Let's see. Let's see. There's one blitz. The rest is retrieve data and say that again. Okay. Wait, which you want to do the blitz first? Okay. True. All right. So we're gonna go. Let's see. So you're thinking down here and circle around. All right. Probably want to start here then, and then go up around. Yeah, it's got way too many ponds and puddles. Okay. All right. This should put us on the outer edge. All right. I'm gonna do an orbital laser and a cluster bomb. No, not cluster bomb. What am I thinking? I want the airstrike. Oh, so I've got somebody else that joined. Alright, Laz 98 laser cannon because they work great on bugs. And let's go rocket sentry with an increased reinforcement budget. Honor, what are you scratching, my dear? One of my cats is just scratching something. I couldn't figure out what it was. Welcome aboard, Captain. Let's see how we do. Oh, good. He grabbed Hellpod optimization. That, stamina, and the increased reinforcement budget are like 3 of the best. I figured I'd play a few rounds of Helldivers 2, and then I'm talking like however many matches we want to do. But I'm also going to be streaming Rogue Trader tonight. Yeah, taking out a Shrieker nest. Yeah, Shrieker nest is dead. Oh, looks like you took out a heavy nest. Very nice. Yeah, this game does the satire that Starship Troopers wanted to do way better. Oh, jeez. Yeah, trying to take out some of the little ones along with them. And we're already over halfway there. Oh, we've got two C's that have joined the mission. Cold Cheese and Captain something. What are we looking at on the map? Okay, cool. All right, only 2 bug holes left. Oh, weird. I'm getting some like rad pixelation on one of the 2 bug holes. Got that one. Okay. Okay. Following up behind you. Yeah, I finally learned how to reinforce with muscle memory. Oh, wow. Alright. That's one way to do it. Okay. Okay. Yep. I am right behind you. Looks like we've cleared pretty much everything. Damn. C3, see if you can get my samples. Oh, God. Yeah, look at all the bugs die. Oh, you have to go? Sorry. Well, we'll play again another time. Okay, this was the LiDAR station. Alright, guys, Gavin had to run, so we're stuck with me for the moment. Watch it, you got a Bile Titan heading your way. Sorry, I should have specified. C4, you have a Bile Titan heading your way. What the? GG's, and thank you for grabbing my samples. Alright guys, I'm going to flip on over to some Warhammer 40K. Hi, my brain, it stopped of the working. Oh, these are all quick. Okay. Okay, now let's turn off Helldivers 2 overlay, start my Rogue Trader overlay, clear, library home. Okay, that works. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Okay. Oh, need to adjust volume real quick. Okay, so that should be a little bit better from a... no, because I'm actually going to turn this controller off. Okay. All right. Please let me know if my volume is too low. I actually have to change it in-game myself. Music volume. There we go. No, we're going to leave that off. Okay, cool. Okay. On the Void Ship Bridge. Okay. Here we go. Let us do some leveling of the ups. Okay. Choose characteristic. We're always, almost always going to go intelligence for my dude. To be honest, for Ivar's intelligence or perception, either one, I'd like to level up. What is my perception? Intelligence is 40. Okay. And so this would give me a +5, which would put me at... Okay. Oh, that'll put me as one of the smartest characters I have. Okay. And what do we want? A talent. Oh, now that, given what I just did, might be perfect. Alright. Fires of the Forge. Deflection against burning. 10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction. Okay. Wearing heavy armor. Now, we're going to go with calculated relations. Because that means that my very high intelligence is used instead of fellowship, which should give me a lot more when it comes to persuading people. Okay. Contempt. Okay. Hey, Merle. One of my cats is wanting attention. Okay, given that I was just playing Helldivers, doing my part. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, offensive. Ooh, now that might be worth it. Okay, so it gives me an extra attack, but kind of gives me some penalties for doing it. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Dueling mastery, 15% bonus to parry. It's not bad actually. Successfully blocks an attack. They immediately use shield bash against the attacker if possible. Okay, but shield bash sounds like I would need to have a shield equipped. So this is like a Arbites, I bet. Okay. Field medic. Okay, opening strike. And nope. Okay. Increases charge distance by 3 cells. The warrior parries an attack. The next warrior archetype ability costs a point less. Okay. It's extra 2 movement points. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Nope. That one's tempting. Okay. Okay. Falter. Oh, you know what? Combat Master. I think we're gonna go with Combat Master. Oh, wow. No, not lightning strike. Which is this one? No. Combat master. There we go. Toughness is good. And where your weapons go? Since Abelard tends to use a lot of melee weapons. Okay. Okay. Alright, so what's it recommend? Oh, it doesn't have a recommendation. Okay. What on about? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I'm probably going to have to go with subtle manipulation. Because, I mean, this allows you to use your psychic attacks in melee range. So she's not strictly stuck with her psyker's staff. Okay. Hers ballistic is the best. Okay. 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 Oh, now that rapid reload might be worth it. Might do combat Medicaid. Oh wow, okay. Muzzle velocity might not be bad. Okay. Okay, melee, flame, and melted attacks. Not interested. Yet, Litany of Hatred. Okay. She does use bolt weapon. Yeah, I think combat Medicaid is going to be the way to go. Okay. Escape. Escape. Hard save. Always do a hard save. Alrighty, I'll be right back, guys, gals, non-binary pals. I need to go take a bio break and make sure my water's full. Excuse me. Mine honor. Come on. Here, let me get you a blanket, though. Hey, I brought your towel back. There, not your towel, your blanket. There you go, Honor. Honor. Hey, I put your blanket back. See? Come here. Come here, Honor. You didn't do anything wrong. Talking to my cat. Hey, Murr. my other cat. Got several cats. Alright. To check something real quick. Ah. Alright, so I made Argenta happy. Yay. Now, Einrich Montag. I'm trying to remember why. Not in the usual way, my ancestors wronged Joys and were appointed Inferni as a result. Hard labor, deadly risks, plenty of opportunities to atone. Those criminals have been dead for generations, but we are still serving their time. Maybe we will find redemption one day. I hear that you too have had to deal with injustice and bad-mouthing in your time. I hope people will stop judging you for your past mistakes in less than a couple centuries. Well, tell me about your guild. What interests you the most? Our duty, our state-of-the-art equipment, or our vibrant traditions? State-of-the-art equipment? That sounds interesting. Me, a Mechanicus simp? I mean, come on. Come on. No, totally selecting that one. That was a bit of a stretch, I'm sorry. There's no state-of-the-art equipment. The risks of ruining it in a fire are too great. We get by using human resources and the most common items available. Respirators, fire extinguishers, and flame-retardant uniforms. Let's face it, the lives of the Inferni are not worth much. It's more important that we save the machines and minimize damage to the ship. Alright, well, how are you organized? The Infernus Guild is split into different brigades according to duties. The heart of the guild are, of course, our liquidators. Tough guys with nerves of steel who put out fires and pull people from the flames. Others are repairmen, dealing with problems like jammed doors, fuel leaks, or broken vents. And then there's the walking inspectors who check the decks to make sure nothing is blocking any passages or access to communications lines. Alright, well, what traditions do you have? We have plenty of those, like the reminder. Einrich rolls up his sleeve, revealing a tattoo inscribed over an old burn mark. When you survive a particularly hopeless accident, you get a tattoo on your scar. You can always tell an experience in Furnace by their ink. It's like a badge of honor of sorts. Alright, can you tell me how you got your reminders? This one is from the time plasma leaked from the outer aft circuit. Imagine yourself clinging to the hull outside, thermal cutter in one hand and magnetic clamp in the other. Azure flames burst from the breach, the kind that can incinerate you in a second. All that separates you from death is a flimsy rope and a void suit more ancient than Holy Terra. And yet the price I paid was nothing compared to my comrades. He slowly moves the augmented fingers of his right hand. As for this one, I got this one in the ammo depot where my wife Elsinora died. There was a fire and the flames were getting close to the ammunition. And I don't mean autogun rounds. These were macro cannon shells. So these are the type of ammo that they would be flinging at enemy ships. We put out the fire as best we could, but we were losing. Suddenly, Elsie took my hand, kissed me, and then ran straight into the blaze and activated the emergency blast door. We stayed outside while she vented the compartment. It was quite a story. Sorry for your loss, Einrich. Okay, that's enough for now. Never let your fire go out, Lord Captain. I mean, no. That's just a stupid little Guild Inn joke. Seriously, if you see an Infernus next to a Naked Flame, run. Okay. Well, that was cool. A little bit of background lore on how the ships are run. Alright. Okay. Lord Captain, Astropathic Choirmaster Zachary Weiss is asking to speak to you via a private channel. Greetings, your lordship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium in the hopes of picking up voices from the dynasty's ships or worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. This scream is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the dynasty's worlds. It's coming from the Rycat System's astropathic station. I do not think we have been introduced. Indeed not, and we meet under lamentable circumstances. My name is Zachary Weiss, and I am proud to be the choir master of your ship's astropathic choir. The duty I perform is to keep you in contact with the Expanse via astropathic messages sent through the warp by trained psychers. Okay, what's the nature of this scream? We do not know, your lordship, but it has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It's always been a violent, roaring ocean that could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and cackling before crashing into the minds of all who perceive it. A mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Empyrean, and it fills me with terror. Okay, if the scream stops, will we be able to contact someone? I humbly hope so, young lordship. Perhaps we will manage to send a call for aid to the Von Valancius worlds or one of the dynasty's allies. We are going to pay a visit to that station. Besides which, there might be tech I can steal. I like tech. Okay, we're going to pay a visit to that station. Thank you, your lordship. First things first, though. Okay, so that's the Navis Nobility Station. Okay, I want the prison planetoid first, I think. It's here. Okay. Why did, okay. I guess I was debating whether or not I should go ahead and try to get another party member. But I also want to complete the there's some things I want to complete as well. Copy link. Paste link. perfect. All right. Project I'm working on. I need to chat with somebody. That is just a sexy shuttle. I'm sorry. I love the design of those things. Oh, loot. How I enjoy thee.
Places such as this make me think of snow. Pure and untainted by human squalor. Under the frozen light of a star that illuminates everything. To the very depths of one's soul.
3+3 bonus to tech use. Yeah, we're going to keep that one. Okay.
Not my area of expertise.
Oh, I bet this... Yeah, that would replace the goggles. I'd rather have the +3 logic on him. Oh, wow. Okay. Commerce and lore. I'm going to put it on me for now, but I may switch it to somebody else. Cool. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Dira. Yeah, so that is add to cargo. Okay. Fellowship. Alright, so actually, the Rogue Trader's Cloak might be very good on Abelard. Okay, so we're going to drop you off into cargo. And... Okay, cool. Let's do a save.
Keep your guard up.
Your Lordship, 1,000 pardons if I addressed you improperly. Have you come on behalf of Governor Medina, or are you here on other business? If it's the latter, you ought to know that there's been a riot at the local prison. It's quite dangerous here. I am Rogue Trader Ivars Van Valancius. Now introduce yourself. Officer, the person before you is Ivars von Valancius, a rogue trader. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject of another dynasty, you would do well to introduce yourself with the proper decorum. At once, sir. Captain Raquel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of this shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting his lordship von Valancius. Alright. Tell me about the planetoid. Penal Colony is the only settlement. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine sulfur, ceram dust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or so it was prior to current events. Okay, what happened here? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it's being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagon Castaglia. Anathagon Castaglia. He has allied himself with a rabble that he himself was supposed to watch and declared Ricati Philia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Evane Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She details enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally. The Honorable Lord means to put an end to this lawless treason. He and his escort left to meet with the insurgents while I was ordered to await their return. Evane. At least we're not doing it in vain. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. The warden himself is spearheading the riot? Yes. No one expected this. Master Castaglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Ricati Philia was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects, and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel? What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Okay, why would young Winterscale felt the need to parley with the dissidents? It's a personal matter. Master Castaglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Evane's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. You're quite You are quite right. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he will try to do so no matter what obstacles get in his way. Alright, I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrich von Calix. He is here, perhaps? Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, then it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. Alright, is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Alright, some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. Right, I have no more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I would never have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation... In any case, have you been to the capital of Rykab and Norrish yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jaspar. What's your relationship to this man? We are engaged, your lordship. I've not been to Rykab and Norrish yet and know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. I don't dare delay you any further. Good luck to you, your lordship. I will contact Lord Evane's party over Vox and inform them of your coming. Okay.
I better myself through my service.
Let's seize the moment.
Ready. Okay. Okay. So one of the cool things I'm working on right now is restoring 80s to 90s PCs with a synthpunk field manual, a bootable floppy that logs system specs, and Flipper Zero integration. Yeah, this is technomancy, and that's why I'm the technomancer. Okay, so let's see what's over here.
Hey, what's that? You left the Novus Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
No, I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
Never doubt me.
Okay, collect all.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Okay, so you can't get... Oh, wait. You can't get in there from there. Alright.
The Whispers told me a secret.
I'm restless.
Okay, pathfinding. Not the smartest.
attention. Come to chaos!
Okay. Hello, Argenta. Okay.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. None can escape the Emperor's justice. Doubt is for the weak. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Yeah, that was better than I expected.
I know what is to come. Anything else? Not this Scryer's job. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Such is the will of chaos.
Death to the weak!
My fate shields me. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is eradicated. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it.
But of course. Anything else? Will do.
in motion.
Let's get to it. Pain cleanses the body. Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless. Rejoice in battle! Out is for the... You, Emperor! As the Emperor commands.
They who discern the future on the battlefield. Anything else? Farewell.
All right, that was a fun combat. Okay. Okay, unpause. Loot. Oh my loot. Ooh, what do you have? Chainmail and a knife. Hard to believe chainmail is a thing in the 40K universe. Meow. Meow. What's up, Asky? My other cat. Okay, where are you? Okay, flak chest plate. Nice. Force grenade, also good. Stub revolver. Not bad either.
Marching ahead.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing?
I was born to wage war against darkness. I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near.
Now that was easy.
Wow. Lots of dead people. I see dead people. What, Asky? You just want some attention from Deb. Okay. Question is, if I go this way, where does that take me? I don't know.
That wasn't so difficult.
There we go. Improved auto pistol. That's always good. Prisoner shank. What, Asky? Why are you chirping so much? Ooh, gas cloud grenades. I'm glad I checked that look.
Forge my own success.
I'm glad I checked that area. Okay.
My actions speak louder than words.
Oh boy. Tank the throne. Normal looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. So, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Okay, give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to, play along. That's all it was. Play. We never meant no offense to Governor Medna or to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, okay? We just want to wait till everything blows over and we can go back to ourselves and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Alright. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Pah, why soil your tongue talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honorable Master Castaglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the chompers from the guards, work again. But this new one, do you know what his first degree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 doubles, that's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously star-craving mad. Wow! Things only went down here from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of best workers. And if someone on that list also showed good behavior, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. Optimum inmate. Optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. And that's how it was at first, and the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiffs kicking it a week. And now, now we're lucky if it was only 50. Good Lord, this man is talkative. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castaglia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome. And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like the optimates are saints who will behold the truth. And he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them. More beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sob story. But I knew from the moment he let us have dinners, oh, this won't end well. The old codger's right. The old codger's right. Whatever their nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. I meant that with all due respect, your lordship. No offense intended. Okay, if I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? I have an inkling. You see, us here, we're, how should I put this, different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Reichhead and Norris, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you where on Footfall Station? You know, Footfall, the only shipyard and best market in all of Coronis expanse. Yes, so where on Footfall you can find some very serious business-minded people and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. Okay, what kind of very serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness? Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the expanse. There's no leader, of course, but there's some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, what do you call it, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. And, well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Okay, I'll spare you. It's so great to hear you, nobleness, just great. Now there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I know folks who called it something else also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, footfall. The shadow quarters is a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. In that bar in the back room, a certain Rizza does a business. Tell her Grandpa Bachville says hello. You'll be a favorite client in a blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness, we'll be going now if you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Iconoclast. I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the Warden's henchmen. Go tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's order that you be sent to my ship. You'll join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. Thanks. We're most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. Cool. Wow, that situation just by talking.
Always striving for greatness.
Ooh, an axe. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. And a standard las gun. Okay. And 3 more auto pistols. Those are gonna go to cargo, add cargo. Okay, close. Ooh. Well, thank you, Argenta. The explosion might have been overkill, but I don't believe in that.
Do you see that?
Oh, wow. Alright, so I found a new staff for Adira. Alright. Alright, let's flip over to Adira. Okay. Okay. Abelard, do you need... Nope. Okay. Okay. What's she wearing? Mesh cheek plate. Oh, apparently that works better on her. Okay. Alright, good, good. Alright, Abelard, what armor are you wearing? Seneschal's trusty carapace. Okay, what am I wearing? Light body glove. Great. Greet him with decorum. Okay, where's Warden Casclean now? Very well, in that case, I shall accompany you. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to call it here for this evening. This has been fun. I'm going to do a hard save. And I plan on being back tomorrow to do some more streaming. Hopefully more during the day. But as always, thank you to my guys, gals, and non-binary pals all around the world. This has been Longwood Geek. Make sure you always let your geek flag fly. And peace out. We'll catch you on the flip side.